Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we're reviewing the Funko Game of Thrones Legacy Tyrion Lannister. So yes, here we have the Imp, former Hand of the King, current Master of Coin, Tyrion Lannister. He is of course the shortest of the figures as he is a dwarfman. He is a pretty cool figure though, similar level of detail and articulation to the rest of the series. Let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Here we have Tyrion Lannister. Here's our standard 6-inch Marvel Legends Superior Spider-Man, and here's the 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. As Tyrion should be, he is shorter than your average 6-inch size figure, and he is a little bit taller on the regular Game of Thrones figures because they're in a slightly smaller scale. And despite Tyrion's shortness, he's still taller than Wolverine. Now let's get the other two out of here and just look at Tyrion Lannister. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. Here you can see Tyrion. He is in his battle outfit. I'm not sure if I would have preferred him in this or in his more just sort of standard outfit. He's got some gold and red pauldrons on. He's got some sort of brownish bronze plate chest piece on. Pretty standard black leggings and black boots. He's got some black and gold gauntlets on. You might be able to tell that he has the wrong hand on one side there. That's probably not going to be an issue with yours. It's pretty much just mine. He also has a necklace up there around his neck and a little sigil there on the front of his chest. For the most part, detail is pretty good. I have no real issues with it. Let's zoom in on the head sculpt really quick. Zooming in on the head sculpt, while the head sculpt is not perfectly accurate to Peter Dinklage, I believe this is probably the most accurate head sculpt of this series. It looks enough like Peter Dinklage that I like it. His eyes are painted nicely. His 5 o'clock shadow thing is just painted on there. There's no real sculpting to that. Hair is all painted very nicely. He doesn't have his scar yet at this moment. Yeah, head sculpt looks pretty good. I don't really have any real issues with it. Now let's zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, despite Tyrion's size, he still retains most of the same articulation that the rest of the series has. He has a ball peg head, up and down, side to side, rotation, ball joint shoulders, in and out, forward and back, rotation and hinge at the elbow, same thing at the wrist. He has a ball peg in the waist, so that rotates a little bit and moves forward and back and side to side. Ball joint hips, in and out, forward and back. He has a rotation and hinge at the knee. He also has a cut at the boot, and hinge and pivot in the ankle. So about the same articulation as the rest of the series, minus the double jointed knees, for obvious reasons. There I've set up for all of Tyrion's articulation, so let's look at his one accessory. And here is Tyrion's axe. It's fairly standard sort of, I would say it'd probably be a one-handed axe to a normal person, but it's a two-handed axe for Tyrion there. Double-bladed. It has nice little studding on the handle. I actually really like that detail. It does have some little rivets attaching the blades to the head of the axe. And it's got a little plus sign there on the blade. I don't really know what that's about. But for the most part, it looks really good. It's a very nice axe. Anyway, wraps it up for Tyrion and all of his accessories. Let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Tyrion comes in the same packaging as the rest of the series. Get your big window here, Game of Thrones Legacy Collection. This is figure number 2. Get your Lannister house sigil down there at the bottom. Tyrion Lannister. On the back, you get a picture of Tyrion. And then Series 1 includes Jon Snow, Tyrion Lannister, the Hound, the White Walker, Daenerys Targaryen, and Ned Stark. I have already reviewed the Hound and the White Walker and Tyrion Lannister now. I will be reviewing the rest of them as the week continues. As always, these are good for in or out of package display, so yeah, Tyrion Lannister. Alright, that wraps it up for Tyrion, so until next time, goodbye!
Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.